see. I think we're live. I wish I could do this on sideways, but for some reason my device is locked to being upright. Okay, so we're going to take you out of the case. I'm going to put you in my amazingly magical stand that's going to hold you. I hate this thing with a passion, but it's the only way of being able to have you in the room. Because I don't have like a proper stand. Okay. Morning, Chopper. So we're going to give it time. How are you? I've had a rough couple of weeks. I had a friend die at the end of last week. So I've been less than okay, I would say. Things have been a bit iffy the last couple of weeks. Come on. So I've been better. I'm trying to get live chat and it won't let me. I hate mobile. I hate doing things on mobile. It's so fucking annoying. I know I've shared it. Could you take me off that screen? Anyone else hate live streaming from mobile? It's like the worst thing in the world. I hate mobile streaming. I can't get on my bloody screen now. I'll have to leave it like that. We'll have to sort it out afterwards. I can't be asked. So today we are doing accessories are a must. So if you watched my previous live stream, we did the hellhole that was my wardrobe. And I haven't filled my wardrobe yet because I've had work. But today, someone had said about looking at things like my shoes and my hats and everything that I have a collection of. And I feel your pain. One of my workmates, 5 years, grandson passed away last week. Yeah, I've lost 3 people, all friends, in the last year. So it's not good. So I am cheering myself up by looking at this magnificent collection of shoes. Now, I own more shoes that actually fit in my wardrobe. The entire bottom layer of my wardrobe is shoes. Maybe a little obsessive. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you my shoes. And then we're actually going to put them into the bottom of my wardrobe. Because I am trying to do my wardrobe and trying to get stuff sorted. Boy, am I hot. Excuse me. I don't know about you, but it's awfully warm in the UK today. It's like a mini warmth. So that's better. Okay, so we're going to look at some shoes. You have to excuse my hair. It looks crap. It's unwashed today. So this is the hellhole down here. This is my collection. You will notice a pattern. Most of it is black. There is a select couple of items that have color. Good morning, Jessie. I have a pair of flip-flops and a pair of sandals and my work boots. Well, unfortunately, I have a habit of wanting my outfit to look good. From the top, starting with the hat, to the clothes, going right the way down. So, okay, everybody ready? Let's start with shoes. They're the most interesting because people are going to go like, they all look the same. They're black. And yes, you are correct, but they're not just black. They have different shades of black, different styles of black. They're not all black. Okay, so let's start with one of my, I suppose you could call it least favorite ones to wear, are these. So these are my least favorite to wear, and they have a reason. This bit down here, black hat, black t-shirt, black shorts. Yeah, This bit down here is like concrete. It is so tough and there is no give. They're not steel toe caps or anything. They are just goth shoes. But the front of this shoe, I know it's to be hard wearing, but listen, they crack. They've got like an inner shell that's meant to keep the form of the shoe, but it's so painful on my toes. But they are gorgeous nonetheless. I do like them, and as you can see, I have worn these quite a lot. They have had a lot of love and care, but eventually I'll have to give them up because they are just too pinchy on the old tootsies. So they go in there. Okay. I hope you're enjoying this. Right, next. Now, these are one of my new acquires. So, summer hasn't arrived yet. It's pretty obvious. We're actually expecting snow in a couple of weeks here. Would you believe? But I've got ready for summer. So, I bought these for summer. So, these are basically a breathable fabric for the beach. They're not 100% waterproof. They are slightly waterproof, whatever that means. Slightly waterproof. Do give the video a thumbs up as well. Slightly waterproof. They have like a heel, but it's not too much. And these are going to be my going to the beach shoes that I can like take off and like carry with me because they're light. And because they're a little bit waterproof, I can sort of dip my toe in a little when it comes to going near the edge of the water, but obviously they're not fully waterproof. They do have this nice crissy-cross base at the bottom. So the good thing about that is they're not going to retain sand on the bottom. You're not going to be fishing sand out of your shoes for like an eternity. And it is a close-knit fabric, so you're not going to be like, you should just be able to brush the dry sand off. Apparently it should just brush off. So we have them. Okay, so I can't get that thing off my screen. It's doing my head in. So I'll just see your messages when they pop up. Do give it a thumbs up. It does help my algorithm because I am monetized. Okay, next. Now it's no word of a lie that I am a party girl. I have size 13 feet. Jesus. Wow. Do you wear Bigfoot shoes? I didn't know they did shoes that big. Wow. Okay. Men's feet are like weird. Just weird. So I'm a party girl. I've done pictures of me clubbing before. No word of a lie. I am hip. And when I go clubbing, I have the one set of heels that I used to wear all the time to go clubbing with. And they were these ones. These were my clubbing shoes. And you're going to say, what the actual fuck were you doing clubbing with this tiny little heel? And I hate to tell you, but these were the really comfortable shoes. I know you're going to say, but look at that pinchy toe. Yes. Pinchy toe was a problem, and these, unfortunately, as you can see, pinchy toe is going. It is going. But this fabric here clings to your leg, and it was so breathable while dancing. And it gave you a bit of structure to your heel. So when you were dancing, your ankles weren't hurting because it was held in place. And I used these as like my first shoes when I went clubbing back in the day. They were my go-to. I have a firm plant on the world. Yeah. These are my go-to boots for clubbing. Completely spent most of my life loving these. So they are a staple of my wardrobe. Next. Right. Now, these are just a simple pair. These are more for like that classic Victorian goth look. And they were these. Now, these are really cute because not only are they like a brogue. So if you know what a brogue is, they're basically like an 18th century shoe. The brogues were really nice, sturdy shoes had a really hard base, so they kept your feet warm. But these were also tied up with a lace ribbon. Now, it's not very often you get lace ribbons in shoes, I must admit. I mean, you're not just going out there tying your shoes with ribbons, because for one thing, they get wet. But if you were going to a party indoors and the aesthetic, send me some cold weather. I'm sitting here in my bedroom in the air conditioning. Oh, my heart bleeds for you. It was -3 the other day. So my heart does not sink for you there, unfortunately. So these were like 18th century brogues, and they were tied with ribbon to give it that little authentic look. And I love them, and they're also suede. So when they get dirty, you literally just brush them off. I wish it was cold here. Oh, you're killing me, you are, Chopper. You're killing me. Killing me with your excessive heat. Okay, next. Okay, so let's show you something a bit more classic. So if I was having to go to, say, a meeting, nip to the school for a tete-a-tete, these would be the shoes I would wear. So these are what I call my simple Mary Janes. So Mary Jane was a style of shoe that most women that went to the office wore. And these are little Mary Janes. And these are basically a small heel. It's the polar bear in me. These were the small heel, but they had the arch to give you that posture. So when you were standing in the office, you would hold your posture. And these are what you call posture shoes. So these are not Mary Janes, unfortunately. I couldn't afford Mary Janes. These are just a genetic brand called Lily. But they have that statuesque, so you stand up tall. So if you were in an office or a meeting or something, these would be the shoe you would wear because it gives you that like professional look. So goths don't necessarily just have to be draggy and you know, wearing boots and chunky heels all the time. We can actually be sophisticated. I know I'm shocked by myself that that's a thing. Sophisticated goths exist. Okay, so let's get into some boots. Who loves boots? Okay, boots. So my boots would be, are you ready? Because this might shock some of you. Okay, you ready? These. Okay, so these are my goth boots. So I can't remember what the name of them were, the brand. They were by, hang on, it's very dark in here. These were by Truffle. This was Truffle collection. And these are stomping on men boots. These are proper. They've got the hard front. They are proper goth boots. They're not motorcycle boots. These are more like what I call stomping boots. These are statement boots that I generally wear when I wear my bigger goth dresses. And when you pull them up, you've just got, boom, chunky boots in them. So they tie up, but they also have a zip on the side. And they've got this inner little lip that stops it rubbing on you. But these are my gothic stompy boots. These are basically men beware boots. And they are gorgeous. Do you know how much I paid for these? You'll be shocked. Are you ready? £5 Mind blown. I'm gonna guess. Okay, moving on. More booties. Okay, so let's take a look at these ones. So these are another set of boots. More booties. These are a set of boots that I bought from New Look. I think it was New Look. I bought these from. Now these, I haven't worn them a lot, but I love them. So these are a platform wedged £240 Australian for my work boots. Ouch. Damn, Chopper. You be throwing down that money. So these cost me £20 or £25 when I originally bought them. And I bought them because I love the whole platform black and white aesthetic. But it's also like this quilted fabric. It feels like a little quilt. They've got zips down both sides. So you just tie this up. And then you can just get into your shoe with the zips each side. No having to constantly tie laces, which gets on my goddamn nerves. Anyone else hate shoes with laces? I mean, aesthetically, they go well with the shoe. But if I had to tie shoes constantly, they do my head in. So I got these mainly because of the aesthetic that I was going for at the time. I was going for black and white, which most of my wardrobe is. If you've seen my wardrobe video, you know my wardrobe is black and white, correct? And these were absolutely gorgeous. So I picked them up. Okay, moving on. Let's take another look. So, let's look at these ones. So I own one pair of grey shoes in my collection. And that is because I do own subtle grey clothes. And the black, sometimes on a grey outfit, can be a little bit harsh. So I picked up these non-menacing shoes. So these are Neo. And these are what I call pussy bow shoes. Probably get demonetized now. So they are suede or velvet, kind of a suede velvet. They have the little bow detailing, and then they have studs all the way around the entire shoe to give it that little bit of edge. Because I don't do shoes that are just like, I want shoes that literally make people want to talk to you. So you have bloody big feet. You do. You're one step away from being the abominable snowman. So I love these mainly because of the studs. I do like shoes that have that little bit of je ne sais quoi. There's no reason for the studs. The shoes could have just stayed as they were. And they were like, you know what? This shoe needs studs. So they studded them. I would have bought them butt-kicking shoes. Yeah, a man comes up to me and he's a little bit, and I'm just like, just imagine being kicked in the nethers with these. That's gonna hurt. Okay. So, butt-kicking shoes. Okay. Moving on. So, in the summer, people constantly say, do your feet not get hot in your shoes? Sasquatch. And yes, your feet in the summer, when you're constantly wearing black, and to be fair, I wear black head to toe in the summer, so it's irrelevant whether my feet are hot, I'm probably burning. But I bought these. I haven't worn them yet, but I bought these last year at like the end of summer sale. And I bought these, and these are criminally high shoes. They're about 3 inches, but they have another bow on the front. Another bow on the front. I do like bow accents. I'm not a big fan of like glitter, sequins, and throwing shit on a shoe, basically to make it look good. I like simple things. Like this classic shoe would have been fine without the bow. But they were like, no, what this needs is a bow. And these are Louboutin sour something or other. They're a fancy, like, Italian shoe, supposedly. I've never worn them. Unfortunately, they are dusty as fuck. But I'm hoping for the summer to be able to wear these. And that'll be able to keep my aesthetic without having to, you know, suffer from not having my style, you know. So I keep them. Okay. Moving on. Next. Okay, so I do like a boot. Now these ones, if you know God the Good One, God the Good One is another YouTuber. It's been raining here. So I've been wearing steel-toed gumboots for work. Ah, you have very erratic weather in Australia. If you didn't know, Jess, Chopper is from Australia. And he has so different weather to us, it would seem. But I had a friend called God the Good One. He was a YouTuber, and I bought these boots one day, and boy golly, was that a live stream and a half. And he described these boots as come F me boots. I'll let you imagine what the F word was. And they were these. I'm from Chicago. Yes, you are. So these were the come F me boots. So these are the boots that you wear in the bedroom, apparently, with the short skirt, with a happy smile on your face, apparently, saying, this boy's in luck. And God the Good One said they were the F me boots. So these are thigh-high boots. Thigh-high boots. Near enough thigh-high. They have not too bad a heel. They do have a tie bit to tie it to your leg. Good morning, Gemma. And these are absolutely stunning boots. I absolutely love them. And they're this very lovely velvety. They do have a zip halfway down. So if you ever have to readjust your socks, your tights, they do have a zip halfway down. Because they are incredibly long. And I got these mainly for the boudoir, but I could wear these out and about, I guess. I'd have to find the right outfit to leave the house with them. But yes, they are, as God the Good One said, the come F me boots. We call them the same here in Australia. Ah, do they now? So, mush shoes. So let's go for the elephant in the room. Why do I have lime green shoes like this? Now these are going to be the exception to the rule, because everything else I have shown you has been my goth aesthetic. And these happen to be teal green. And later on, there's a story behind the teal green shoes where you're going to find an accessory that goes with it. So these are adorable teal green shoes. Now, these were available in lots of colors. There was teal green, there was baby blue, there was a powder pink, there was an entire range of these like pastel colors. You just want to shock people. Why not? Why not? So I thought I would buy these, and then I did an unboxing of these, and I was bombarded with questions of, but I thought you were goth. Goths don't wear these kind of shoes. And you know what? Being alternative means there are no rules. There are no rules to being alternative. There is such a thing as pastel goth, and they walk around coloured in a rainbow of pinks and yellows and blues and greens, and pastel goth is a massive subculture. Not all goths go around in black. That is a very stereotypical statement that all goths just wear black. You have pastel goth, which wear pastel colours. You also have the kind of cyberpunk goth that love purples, they love greens, they love vibrant colours, and they have it in their dreads and their masks. And even if you go back to Victorian and Romantic goth, their dresses were red, they had purple, they had bright colours. Being goth does not mean you walk around constantly in black. I choose to walk constantly in black because that's the aesthetic I like to dress in. But that's very stereotypical to say all goths wear black. So I picked these up, not for shock tactics mainly, but because I thought they were kind of nice. So I picked them up, Haven't worn them yet. I plan to wear these in the summer so that my feet don't get too hot. Because you'd be surprised how warm your feet feel when it's hot. Let me just check my battery, because last time we were running out of battery. Okay, next is one of my weirder pairs of shoes, which is this. So people ask me all the time, are these comfortable to wear? Yes, they are comfortable. So this is a completely plastic, hollow part of the ankle. And it is hollow. You can even see the little bits in the bottom that attach it to the shoe. Now this is a completely knit. These shoes are knitted. And then they have a bow decoration down the middle. They are really thick and cozy. So you probably couldn't wear these in the winter because, I mean, they are warm, but I wouldn't suggest getting them wet because they are knitted. They do have like breathable holes, so I wouldn't suggest getting them wet. But these are really comfortable shoes. Good place to keep your whiskey. Actually, there was a pair of shoes back in the day, and if you Google it, they were a pair of glass-heeled shoes, and someone kept a fish in it. They actually kept a fish in it. They filled it with water, and they keep fish in their glass heel, and they take their fish around with them. I don't advise you to do that, but they are, but they are gorgeous. So, to go with, to go with them, at some point, I have to be normal. I actually go to work. I know, I have a day job, and I just wear these. These are my basic, cheap, flimsy trainers that I wear for work. And yes, they are black. I know you're going to say, well, do you wear a different colour for work? No, my uniform shoes are black. But these are cushioned in the base. These are, they're called XL. And they're really comfy, and they've got so much, you're normal now, don't believe it. They've got so much tread on the bottom, and that is because of working in the warehouse. I found my other shoes weren't as good a grip, and when I'm moving and lifting boxes constantly, I want to keep my feet, as I call it, on the ground. And these bad boys, as you can see, the tread is unbelievable, and they really do work, especially when my floor in my warehouse gets cold or wet. It can be a little bit slippery because it is just like it's a very nasty floor in my warehouse. So I have them, and they are called my everyday shoes. Now I have this pair. So these are in a box, which means they have never been taken out and they have never been worn. These are my pride and joy. So these are in a Marquee 2 box, and I bought these last year. I have to go to bed. It's 10:40 here in Australia. I have to get up for work early. Oh, no worries. Much love, Chopper. But I have a pair of boots that I bought last year. I think it was last year. Haven't worn them yet. But they are the most gorgeous boots. Night, everybody. They're the most gorgeous boots in existence. Are you ready for these, Jessie? Because I know Jesse's going to die when he sees these. And it's this. What do you think? Are these not pure amazingness in a shoe? So these are my ass-kicking boots, as Chopper said. These are stunningly amazing. They are incredibly high. Now, I've never worn these outside of the house. I've worn them in, but I've never worn them out. And these are what I call my super goth boots. These are my whole aesthetic in a boot. They do have the laces as well. Again, you'll find most goth boots have a zip and the laces because no one is tying that many laces to get in and out. Now, these are lined. They're actually lined with this velvet as well. Goth boots have like cushions and linings, and they are just exquisite when it comes to the make of them. Like all the detailing with the trim and the detailing around the shoe. The tread was questionable. I'm not entirely sure of the tread. And this bit at the back, I can't understand why it's not got any tread on it. It is just flat. But this has got like this plasticky feel. But these were a £5. I paid £5 for them. Now, if you know the website everything5pounds.com, you'll know I go on there and I buy most of my stuff. Now, these will sit in the box until I use them because I don't want to scratch them. But there's that. Now, next is the fact that I also have a problem when it comes to bags. So I wouldn't say it's a habit. Maybe you call it a habit. I do have a thing for buying things that match. So when I get up in the morning and I will put an outfit on, I start from the underwear, then the socks, then the trousers, then the top, then the hat, and then the handbag, and they all match, or they all flow somehow. I just bought myself an Elvis Presley bag. Oh, make sure you show it off, Gemma. There is nothing worse than a piece of clothing or a piece of accessory that never sees the light of day. Those shoes will see the light of day. I just need the right occasion. So I have a ton of bags. So the first bag I own is this. This is my weekend bag. And as you can see, again, it's black and white. I know. So this was my bag that I got. And I picked this up from a charity shop for a £5. And originally, I was going to flip it and sell it. And then I fell in love with it and it became my weekend away bag. So I use this when I stay away because it's just big enough to have like a weekend worth of clothes in. I also use this when I go clubbing and I take my weekend stuff with me because you can fit 2 days worth of clothes in there and a couple of pairs of shoes and a hairdryer and some accessories. So I use that. Also, when I go clubbing, I use stuff like this, like tiny bags. So this is one of my tiny bags. Back in the day, before phones became huge, you could fit a phone, your money, your keys, and then when you were out and about, you could like put it on your arm when you're dancing and that. I wish it was just big enough to stick it on your shoulder if you absolutely need to. And you could put your bits in there, just enough to fit stuff in there. It had a little detailing, the little roses, and it was just enough to go clubbing with. I do have another clubbing bag that I'm going to show you in a minute. So I had that one. Then as the years went on, phones got bigger and so did the clubbing bag. So that I could take my phone with me, my keys, my money, maybe my hotel key. I needed to size up because phones got bigger. So this ended up being the one that I would go clubbing with, and you'd like, you know, shake it on the dance floor. And you'd have your tiny little bag, just enough to have your little bits in to go out, or you could just keep it on your shoulder. And it was always by your side like that. Safety first when clubbing. Never leave your bag unattended. Okay, so I also do have another weekend bag, and this was originally my weekend bag. It was just a tiny little thing called Go Explore, and it was just a tiny bag that if I was going away for the night clubbing, I could put my clothes in there and some shoes, and then that would be my weekend bag. It was just big enough. But it turns out that when I go clubbing now, I go for a weekend. We'll go down the first day, we'll go clubbing. Then we'd have another day after clubbing, so I needed a bigger bag to have more stuff. Next, I have one of my pride and joys, and it's this. And if you have noticed in other videos, I actually have the matching purse to go with it. So this was one of my pride and joys. The thing with the pride and joy is it's huge. It's huge, and I can't take it to work with me because it doesn't fit in my locker. So this was, again, a bag that I started using for like weekends away, because you can fit quite a lot in it. It is actually quite big, and I didn't want to throw it away. I wanted to keep it, but it became too big to take to work with me. But I love the back design, so I had that one. And then I go out quite a lot during the summer. I try to hike, I try to walk, I tried to go to the beach. So I started needing different bags for different occasions. So this was one of the bags that I had while walking, and I've still got the tag on. This was a bag I bought to go walking with. So it's a very small bag, but it does have multiple pockets. It was quite big inside, but it was also lightweight. So if I was just doing a small walk, you can crossbody it and it could have your little bits in and you could go for your walk. And it meant that I could just have like a few bits in there. This is denim, and you got a little pocket on the side, each side. So this was mainly because it had tons of pockets. So a multi-use bag. I could put my phone, my keys, emergency contact, money, snacks, and then cake, a drink or something with me if I was walking. So I had multiple ways of using it. Okay, then going to the beach, I have this. So this is my beach bag, and this is a beach bag by Sieg. This is a knitted beach bag, and it is so big inside. You could fit your bathing suit, a towel. If you're going with the kids, you could probably fit the kitchen sink in there. It is huge on the inside. The whole bag is just empty air. And this is what I call my seaside bag. So if I was going to the seaside for the day and I just wanted to throw, something in, I just use this for the seaside and it would just have my bits in. And it's knitted, so unfortunately you can't get it wet, but you can take it to the beach, stick it on a towel, hang it on the back of your deck chair and whatever. And I had that. Then I have this one to go to the beach with. Now this is what I call my beach type bag. So this is more, I wouldn't say for just like a throwaway. This was actually handmade by a lady. I actually bought this off an old lady at a craft fair. I think it was £15, and she makes these for a living as she's retired. And I love the whole beachy theme that was going on. I don't know how waterproof it is. I'm going to guess probably not. But it is just like a throwaway beach, and it does have the detailing. It all goes inside as well. And she's basically sold it to me. It also snaps together, which I like. I like the protection of this bag, especially being at the beach. It's not, you can't just dip your hand in and take something out. I do wish she had a snap in the middle. They have one each side. I do wish there was a snap like in the middle. So I have that. You and me collect bags. I have a habit. Next, I have this one. I will visit Paris, and this is my long-awaited Paris bag for when I go to Paris in the future. In the future, I want to go to Paris, and this is going to be the bag that I wear. And I will eventually, let's just check the battery. Yeah, that's all right. I will eventually go to Paris, and this will be the bag that I will wear. It is a massive bag inside. Again, I do like the fact that they are huge. I don't like a tiny bag. I like to be able to carry stuff with me. So that will come to Paris with me when I go. Okay, next is this one. So if you saw the green shoes earlier and you wondered about them, I also have a green bag to go with them. So I bought this off of Everything £5. It was a £5. And I loved the bag. I thought it was something different for the summer. I actually also have, if you saw my clothes video, a lime kind of green jumpsuit. So I'd wear the green shoes, the jumpsuit, and the bag all together. One of these days I'll do a video and I'll show you my whole only green dress ensemble that I have. So this bag would go with the green shoes, and then it would go with the green jumpsuit, and it would create the look. So I got this little bow. It's not massive inside. It's actually quite small. You can literally just get about a few things in there. But I have that one. Then I have this one. So this reminds me of my old school days. Satchel bags. Satchel bags back in my day when I went to school were all the rage to have your stuff in. Nowadays, you know, satchels, they're not really a thing that's used anymore, but it is the only red item I own. And I absolutely love this. Now, I bought this from a charity shop. And it's still got the tag on it. And I paid £1. Just £1. And I love a satchel bag. I wish it was in a different colour. If this was in like a green or a blue or a grey or a black, it would have been fine. But it's got the little straps and everything. It's got the little pocket on the back. It's a proper satchel bag. So I have that. And then I bought... one of these. So I haven't used this yet, but this is a wicker bag. And the wicker bag opens up like this. This came from Primark. And I paid a £5. It was knocked down from 10 to 5. And I bought one of the statement wicker bags that everybody was going on about for absolutely ages. The only thing with these is I have the tan wicker bag. The only thing with these is they're quite small. Once you fold them up, I mean, my phone isn't the biggest, but it struggles to fit in here. I mean, I guess if you're going to the beach or wherever, why would you take your phone? One thing I do wish is I wish the strap was detachable so you could just have the bag. These unfortunately are not detachable. I don't think. No. I wish they'd done it so these were detachable and you could just carry the little bag around and just have it as the little bag. Unfortunately, these are not detachable, but if they did a bag this year, have this wicker bag but have it detachable, because I would have preferred it, but you can't have everything, can you? Okay, it's getting dark in here. Yep, light switch does nothing. I need a new bulb. Okay, so last of all is just a very small amount of my hat collection. Now I have tons of hats. I could be here all week. I have so many. It's unbelievable. So most of the time, you see me in hats that look like this. Bad hair day. These are the ones that I wear in winter, and they just keep me warm, usually at the bus stop to work. This one says bad hair day. I have one that says witch across it. I actually have quite a few of these. And there is nothing more cozy on a cold -3 day waiting for the bus for work than a beanie. I know it's not very goth-like, but everyone wears beanies. Okay, next. This is my kind of European style hat that has the bow, kind of flowery mess going on up here, but I liked it and thought it would give me like a European flair. Someone said it was quite Russian-y for the styling. I'm not really sure, but I did like the flower, and you can either have the flower right in the middle, which is what I don't do. I like to have the flower off to one side, and I always have to be different, okay? It's just me. I just have to be different. Okay, next. Next, I like my berets, but I like to be a bit different. So I have a beret kind of like this. This is like my I'm going to Sandringham hat. Again, it has a detailing. Where is it? It has a detailing here. Don't know if you can quite see that. There's a massive bow on the side. And it's knitted and cozy. So this is more like wearing in like autumn, so that I can still have a hat for those autumn sunny days. But it's also kind of waterproof as well, because it's kind of woolen. So I have that one. Then I have the hat that I wear most of the time, which is getting a bit of faded now. And apparently I suit a cap with a peak. Who knew? So this is one I normally wear most of the time. It's my staple go-to hat. Eventually I'll have to start investing in new hats. And I usually buy my hat from the Sandringham shows. And you're like, but Sandringham, isn't that expensive? No. There is a hat guy at the Sandringham country show that sells most of his hats for $5 during that weekend. So I picked them up. Next, summer hat. So this is my summer hat. So when people say in the summer that goths get hot because we all wear black, and we do, we also wear very stylish black hats. Now it does have a detailing here. It actually has a bow, which you probably don't see very much with the fact I have it like this. But I have the goth hat. And this is basically the goth picnic / beach hat, because it does have like this I'm an old man kind of look. It's like that straw hat that men wear when they're, cricketing or something. But you can have the bow on the side. You could have the bow on the front. You could put the bow and have it this way around and put the bow at the back and have the back detailing. And, you could be different. No one has to follow whatever I do. I style my own looks because I love it like that. I don't want to be the same as I don't want to walk into town and just be the same as everybody else, because that's just boring. And then I am known for when I first started my YouTube channel, we'll go back, little story time. I was known for wearing a trilby hat. Every live stream, always wearing it. And someone came into my live stream the other day from back in the day and said, "Oh my God, where's your hat?" And I was like, do you know what? I haven't worn it in a live stream in a while because I didn't want to be typecast as Raven in the hat. Although I love my hats, don't get me wrong, I love my hats. I didn't want to be typecast. So I stopped wearing it. What I do need is I need to buy a new one. But, oh yeah, my trilby hat has returned. And I used to wear this in every live stream. I'm sure Gemma remembers the good old days. I'd wear the hat constantly. Summer, spring, winter. I'd be constantly wearing it and getting comments on, "Aren't you hot in that?" What, because goths spontaneously combust when it's summer? We don't. But I used to wear this all the time, and it was always what I was known for, because apparently it suits the shit out of me. Yes, you inspired me to buy mine. Yeah, see, I love a beach hat. Seen that hat on you before. Yeah. You could always cut the strap off. I could do on that bag. I could do. I'd hope they'll bring out one without a strap, just because I want it not to have one. Manifesting the bag I want. But I used to wear this all the time, and it was really my thing. And then I always wear gloves. I don't know about you, but my hands get cold. And I'm constantly at work cold. So I always wear gloves. I've got gloves like this. I've got arm length ones. I'm a glove person. I'll just be like milling around in my house and I've got gloves on. They're usually woolen. I do have full length ones. I have the gloves that come across here and they have just the one finger and then they go over and they're like arm warmers, but I couldn't find them. But I love wearing arm warmers. I love wearing gloves. I love that whole put together. And then just to finish off, I own 2 scarves. I own this one, which is my I'm proper cold at the bus stop kind of scarf. And everyone does a scarf differently. I mean, I usually tie it like this. And then you back it through. And then it makes like a knot when I do it properly. But this is huge. This is like a bath sheet scarf. I mean, this scarf, you could literally, you could use it as a blanket. It is absolutely huge. And it is so bloody warm. This, I literally might as well just wear it. We'll just wear it. And it would keep me warm. It's huge. But I absolutely love it. And I got that from a charity shop. Would you believe? And then the last one I own was actually a present from my ex's. It was from my ex's mum. Back when we were together, she used to try and buy me stuff that would suit my aesthetic. And she tried really hard. And this is what she came up with. Now, it's a beautiful scarf. I've never worn it. I use it for decoration in my house mainly. But it's a beautiful scarf. Never worn it though, amazingly. But it is really nice. And she did get the whole black and grey aesthetic correct. And it is kind of nice. It is long. I don't like these scarves that are like really tiny. And the thing is, you can put it like that and then you fan it out. Fan it out. And you have like all the flowers on show. So you have like a cravat looking flower show going on. And I've never worn it ever. I've just never worn it. I've kept it amazingly. Maybe for memories, I guess, of the old days. That's not everything I own, but that is a snippet of my shoes, my accessories, my bags, my obsession. You could wrap it around twice. That would make it shorter. It would. Let me take you off the little setup I have here. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're proper YouTuber here. We have an entire streaming studio balancing on a wardrobe. So someone was asking to see my wardrobe. Excuse the broom. I was sweeping my carpet. But the wardrobe is black and white as well. People were asking, was the wardrobe black and white too? Yes, the wardrobe is black and white. And someone also made a comment about my Nightmare Before Christmas. It is a full blanket. It is a full one. It's just that I have it covered currently. And then someone also made a comment about this. that it was really pretty. So it is just an angel woman praying. Someone had said they'd seen it in the back of my video and wondered who it was. This is an Anna Stokes thing, and it's also like 3D. If you move from side to side, she does too. It's one of those weird, there's a special name for them, but when you move, she moves kind of thing. It doesn't pick it up on camera, but it has that weird little movement thing. And I actually own quite a lot of them. So what I might do is one day I might show you my collection that I have. I have tons of Anna Stoke things. And they're all pictures like this. They haven't gone on my wall yet. Because I wanted to paint the room first, but I wanted something to just take the beige out of my life, because I can't stand the beige. My carpet is brown, for Christ's sake. It's not my carpet, it was the carpet of the previous tenants, because I couldn't afford to carpet my house when I moved in with 2 days notice. Surprising that. But I have tons of these, and someone was saying that I should do a video on my collection that I have of Anna Stokes, and I have lots of her pictures. So I'm going to do a video of that coming up. It won't be a live stream. I'm just going to do like a pre-recorded video for that one. But if you want to see that, let me know. Other people have expressed interest in my gothic aesthetic decor, like how to be more alternative. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be alternative. Alternative isn't a choice. I feel that I was made to be alternative, that it is who I am. It's not like, it's not like gay people just wake up one morning and go, you know what, I think I'm gay. They are gay. They know they're gay. It's just not come out yet. And that's the same with being alternative. People don't just wake up one morning and suddenly turn into an emo. They might, but it doesn't generally just happen like that. You don't wake up one morning and just go, you know what, I think I'm gay. It's built in your DNA. And I think being alternative is somewhere in you. And then it just takes a song, a dress, someone making a comment that, oh, you look different in that alternative stuff. That's kind of your style. And you're like, you know what? I am alternative. And that's basically me in a nutshell. I've always been alternative. I mean, I'm wearing Bram Stoker's Dracula's Castle in Romania. It's not a thing that people just walk up into like Primark and just pick up and wear. My clothes are different for obvious reasons. I do get told a lot, all your clothes are black. They're just boring. They're just black. They're, like, do yourself a favor. Zip it. Zip it would be a good thing. I wear black because I feel comfortable in black. Now, everybody has a style, a color. Like, some women never wear skirts. They never wear dresses. They wear trousers. They're perfectly fine wearing trousers. They don't want to wear a skirt. Some women will go through life not wanting to wear heels. Does that make them less feminine? Absolutely not. It's not the clothes that make of the person. The person maketh the clothes. That's how I feel. I feel that I don't just pick an item of clothes because it's in a shop. I pick an item of clothes because that piece was made for me. I just didn't know it was made for me. I know people are going to say it's weird. Morning, Pete. But that's how I feel. I feel when I go around a shop and I look at clothes, I feel bored. Really bored. There is nothing worse than clothes shopping. It is possibly the most boring thing you can do, aside from food shopping. And I feel that when I find an item, that item stands out among the rest. And it's that piece that I should be wearing. I don't want to fit in. I don't want to be wearing the same as everybody else. I don't want to be one of these people when Primark have a really cool item. everybody goes and buys it. And then when they're snapping themselves on Instagram, everybody's wearing the same stuff. I like to go to vintage stores, charity shops, repurposed places for clothes, you know, upcycling, vintage fairs, anything where you can take a piece of item of clothes that looks different, looks weird, and it calls to you. I don't want to be like every other person that goes to Primark and has all the TikTok trends and all this stuff and just becomes part of the whole machine of looking and acting the same, because that would be fucking boring. Make sure you get the video a thumbs up too. I don't want to be boring, mundane, the norm. I want to be me. And if that is alternative and different, and as I've said before, I've had comments on my clothes numerous times, good and bad. I've had the most praise wearing some of my hats, my clothes. People have asked where my bags have come from. But then you get the other side of the world where people are like, why are you wearing that? Or when I had the pentagram pizza top and a lady told me I'd burn in hell. You know, I mean, I take that as a compliment, I guess. I mean, telling a goth to go to hell, I mean, you might as well just be like giving them a compliment. I've had negative comments on my clothes. I live in a very old style town. They're very fixated in old worldy. And I don't think they've like gone to like modern day living. They're like a backwards town. They're very old styly. So when I walk around in some of my stuff during the summer, like my pentagram pizza and stuff like that, people are a little bit like, But this one woman thought she'd tell me I'd burn in hell. Yeah. And they say young people are the problem. Young people are the problem. Did you know that? I've never noticed how light my phone is until it doesn't have a case on it. I actually need to do my hair. Look at this fucking grey. I am 38 years old and I'm fucking greying up. I need to dye my hair like ASAP. I also need to get it cut because it is so bloody. Look at this. It's so bloody long. It needs a trim. It needs a cut. It needs a refresh. It needs dyeing. If you want to help the channel and help me rectify whatever the fuck this is, a PayPal, super chat, or a super thanks, or become a member and join the other 4 people that are members currently. Yes, I have 4 members currently. Thank you to everybody that joined recently. Thank you to Guinea Ann. I think you pronounce your name that, or Guinea Ann, you joined recently. Drama After Dark rejoined. On the Couch with Tammy is a member, and Bodacious is a member. So recently, if you are a member, you will have seen some of my Eli streams have gone to members. So if you haven't watched some of Eli's recent content, I've put it to members only, so that you can watch the members only content. And the members only content has been some of the Eli streams I've done. So to not hide his stupidity, I decided to put them to members only. So if there is a live stream that you have missed from Coach Eli and that you want to re-see it, ask me and I will put it to members only. And then you can peruse at your leisure. So recent ones like the clown one, critiquing him, they've all gone to members only. I'm not planning to do members only streams. Somebody was asking, you're pushing memberships. Are you trying to do members only streams? No. I'm pushing for memberships because it helps my channel. It helps fund it. It helps my time management. And it means I can work less and YouTube more if I get more income. But I don't plan to do members only until I get at least 50 members. Once I get 50 members, we'll do members only streams. But until then, I'm not doing members only. So don't worry. You don't have to panic. You don't have to be forced to buy members only. But when I hit 50 members, it will go to members only on one night a week. So there'll be like members only evening, one night a week. But that's when I hit 50 memberships. So don't panic. Push on the brakes with your judgy. Thank you, Gemma, for joining. There are tons of content on there, and I'm going to be putting more to members only in the future. So for 99 pence, you get to watch restreams of Eli that I've done, that I've put to members only. There's animal videos there, there's taste tests, and I'm considering doing other content for members only. I just haven't finalized the details. So the more members only content you get. Currently, members only get one new video a week. And if I have more members, then you'll get more videos because it pays for my time. So currently, I now have 5 members. So that is amazing. If you haven't already joined my membership, I highly implore you to. If you like watching Eli content, they go to members only afterwards. So I'll do a live stream. And then because Eli's a bit of a bitch with me keeping them up, I then give them to members only. Yes. And because he doesn't watch my channel, obviously he doesn't know this. So shh, keep it on the down low. We don't want Eli to start trying to flag me because I'm making it members only. But I'm making it members only because some people still want to see the old Eli videos I've done. And I have so many videos I've done of Eli. I could have an entire membership just dedicated to the shit I've done on Eli over the couple of years. But I won't bore you with all of his stuff. It's just the recent ones where he said I was a clown and that he didn't like me critiquing him. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put it to members only. Critique away, people. Critique away. I've never gone for him, really, but this is fun. So members have 2 or 3 streams I've done recent of Eli. You've got taste tests. You've got animal footage. You're going to get little videos here and there of me vlogging for just you guys. Oh, yes, just you special few. So you need to keep your memberships up to get all the extra juicy gossip behind the scenes. I'm also considering doing like special outfit of the days behind the scenes and other stuff. So it's well worth 99 pence. You're not going to get this value anywhere else because Eli doesn't even offer his members anything. They pay a membership and they get nothing. They get the privilege of him being on the screen. Well, you could get that without paying. So why pay? Exactly. My point. Why would you pay if you can get it for free? So the membership package actually gives you something. I don't just have members and then you get nothing. So hold fire. No members only streams until 50 members. But you do get a video each week and it will be a members only one. So no one else can see it unless you're a member. So it's worthwhile to get extra Raven videos because I work quite a lot and sometimes I can slip in with a 10-minute video behind the scenes and it's quicker than trying to do an entire live stream. Hey, Red Bull. Red Bull Jack in the house. But yeah, I'm not pushing memberships to be mean or nasty or to, you know, but I do put a lot of work in my channel. I stream, I do content, I do videos. I am constantly pumping money into my channel. And, you know, it's nice to get something back. It really is nice to get something back. And it's okay having a like and a subscribe and the appreciation, but that doesn't pay my bills. I'm actually on the porch smoking and watching it snow. Oh, you got snow out there. It is just grey and dreary in the UK. So I hope you enjoyed my thing, this is what it looks like. These are my clothes that I sorted out the other day. This is the wardrobe situation going on. It's going to take me a while to do it because I have so much other stuff I'm meant to be doing. I've also got work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. And then I have 3 days off, thank God. So I'm going to be work all weekend, and then I've got 3 days off because I'm going to need them. But if you want to like and subscribe, and give us a big thumbs up. Comment down below your obsession. Are you obsessed with clothes, shoes, accessories? What is your Horcrux when it comes to fashion? And I'm not just talking, oh, I love watching the supermodels. I'm talking about what your fashion style is yourself. What are you obsessed with? Not mainstream, you. I'm on the way to the gym. Wish you a good day. Goodbye, Raven. Thank you, Pete, for coming in. I'm going to go off anyway. Clothes, bags, shoes, and scarf. Gemma's just obsessed with everything. My personal favourite is shoes and socks. I have an obsession with socks. I shit you not. My obsession is socks. Socks and shoes. Which, to be fair, you don't see the socks when wearing the shoes, but I love nice socks. Maybe I'll show you my sock collection one day, because I've recently just bought new socks. Again, I have a sock habit. But if you want to like, subscribe, and give us a big thumbs up, I have to go to the Amazon postbox, because I've sold some items on Vinted to make some money. I have to get some shopping. Oh, nothing worse than shopping. We actually have all year round snow. That's terrible. I don't like snow. It's too cold. I have to go to Tesco's to get some shopping. I need some videos that I need to make. Oh my God, I have videos I need to make. Oh, life of a YouTuber is just full on, especially when you have to do it on your days off. And I'm a seller as well, so I also do Vinted and Facebook Marketplace on my days off too. So I am a full-time working bird. Raven never sits still. I'm doing something. I'm somewhere. I'm making something. I don't know how I get through the day making all this content without being like, oh, why don't I just give up YouTube? Or maybe I should just give up working. And you can't. So So if you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, well, it's tough shit, really. I've filmed it now. If you want to watch it back and watch the bits you missed, it will go up this afternoon, possibly, once it's uploaded. And you can watch all the bits you missed. Terrible. I live at base sea level. Ugh. I don't envy you, Jack. I don't like the snow. I don't like the cold. I am literally freezing right now. Look, hairs on my arm are standing up. I need to go put a jumper on. I might see if I can go live this evening. I might not. I do have work tomorrow. So if I did, it would probably be only like an hour. People miss my evening streams, but so far, I don't stream in the evening when I work because I end up getting too invested and then I can't get to bed. And then I end up tired, and I've got such a mammoth weekend. Okay, hope you go live late. Okay, well, I love you all. Thank you to Gemma for becoming a member again. Remember to like, subscribe, big thumbs up, support the channel, a PayPal, super chat, or a super thanks. It all goes back into my channel. And members, if you want to see some good Eli content, you need to become a member. Join the membership. Eli content coming. Maybe even some little shorts that are just for you guys. And I will see you very soon. Have a wonderful day. I am now going to Amazon and Tesco's. Bye, guys.